Okay, so I am testing something today, and this is my second time around on the test because, of course, I did it my way the first time, and my way was not the right way. So I'm going to do it again. I am testing the die cut hack by Luise Heinzl. If you're curious, come along with me. For this hack, I need some dies. I need my base plate. That is my C plate because I have a cuddle bug. So my C plate. I have a piece of cardboard, like it's a piece of pop box, and I have dies. And like she said in her video, when you're trying to get the dice to stay on the plate, it doesn't always work because your plates start looking like this. They are a little warped, and when you're trying to put something on there, it just warps just a little harder and it just rolls right off. So if I'm putting this on here, you know, like you can see it, there's space between there, and then it'll slide into each other, and it's just a pain. So she showed this wonderful idea, and I am going to try that. And this time I'm going to try it the right way. So what I saw her do is she had a piece of cardstock, and then she put the dies onto the cardstock upside down. And I'm putting them down in a way that is most economical for me. Because a cuddle bug is just a little machine and not a big one like a big shot or something like that. Okay, so now I am taking my masking tape and I am going to tape these down. So I'm first going to tape them down by sticking them all down right here in the center. Done. That way I don't have to worry about that anymore. And they'll be stuck. Now I'm also right away going to cut this down so that it's a little smaller because I don't need that much of it. And I need it to fit into my envelope. And now it fits into my envelope because that's how I store my dies. Okay. So now I am just going to put masking tape all the way over all of them. And this is my second time around, so I know what I'm doing now. I hope. The first time was detrimental. The second time was interesting. I learned a valuable lesson. And so the third time is the charm, right? And I'm pushing it down, but you don't really have to do that because your machine is going to take care of that. It's going to push the tape right in between everything. One more. Just like that. And I'm using cardstock. This is just like a lightweight cardstock. It is the 60-pound cardstock from Michaels. So, you know, it's not fantastic, but it's great for die cuts and it's great for backgrounds and all of that. Okay. There we go. Now I am taking my B plate and I'm putting it on the bottom. I am putting this onto my B plate. And then I'm putting my C plate over top. And then I'm pushing it through my Cuttlebug. Luise did this with a Big Shot, so I know it works with that as well. I may have to put a shim under it. Let's see what I can use. I could probably put this here. And then do it again. It's gotta work. This time it's gotta work. I'll just push it through a couple of times and see if that made it any better. Okay. Yes, it did. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab my owl again and pull the die cuts out of here. And I can use these. I can put them aside, they're usable. There. The next one. Oh, this one's not completely through, so I may have to push this one through once more. I'll just push it back. This one is done. Okay. This one is also good, I think. Just here and there, it just sticks. That's another one. And this one is also good, I think. Okay, that broke. It's okay. Okay, that one, the last piece will come out when I push this one through. So I'm going to put this back on here and I'm going to put it sideways because I just need the top to do just a little bit better. So I'm putting it back on here and push it back through. Because everything is taped down, it doesn't matter anyway, it just goes. There we go. It should be done now. Still not. This one is. But right here, this little piece just doesn't want to do it. I am going to put another piece of a shim on there and kind of force it to do what I want. You can see all the shrapnel here from my before problem. Okay, let's try that one more time. My machine just keeps moving all over the place. Is it that it's just this one little piece? Okay, I'm going to see what's going on with this. Because the rest is all good to go. So it was just this little piece. Oh, you know what? The tape sticks through here. So it was just sticking through. Okay, but there we go. I have another plate, and so now I can take another piece of cardstock. Let me show you. This is a beautiful bright green, same kind of cardstock. And I'm going to cut it down to the same size-ish. There. And I'm going to do it the way that I would normally do this. And that's the other way around. And let's see. So now the other piece of cardstock is also acting like a shim with the cardstock underneath. There we go. And it did very well. Maybe right here it needs just a little bit more. I'm just going to cut this off because trying to push it back into place is next to impossible. So I'm going to pull all the other ones out. And I have a beautiful amount of flowers that I can use in my journals and in my projects. But it's also going to be much easier to just take a piece of cardstock and add it to this and then make a die cut, as opposed to, oh, you know, like your things keep moving on you, and like the frustration of it not staying in place. That is why I wanted to try this, because it is a huge reason why I don't use die cuts way more often than I should. Okay, so I'm going to take the shim from here and I'm going to put it right there behind the piece that is acting up. And I'm pushing it back into place and putting my plate on it and push it back through the machine. And I don't have to go all the way through, so this will be fairly quick. There we go. Now it worked. There, beautiful. So then I can just take the whole thing, and it stays together like this. I can take the little pieces out if I want to. I'm not always overly concerned about that. But I guess I should be, because it won't cut as nicely if they're not out of it. And I can take the whole thing with these that I did wrong, but it's still doing the same idea, so I'm leaving it for now. And I have a permanent die cut, and it is nicely organized into my envelope. So I'm going to continue doing this for a little bit because I love this hack. I hope you're going to try it as well. I will link Luise's video in the description, so you can check out how she did it, because she explains it way better than I did. And, you know, it is her original idea. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, because I'm just testing some things right now. And I'm also doing a little bit of organization, which is starting with a huge mess, but I am trying to organize my supplies in a way that is going to work better for me. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you again tomorrow. Bye!